Free apps.
Apps?
Yeah, we got apps. We got free apps.
Welcome to the Daily Appster. The short time we spend together today is devoted to iOS applications, either for the iPhone, iPod Touch, or iPad. Not just any applications, but free ones. I'm James, and I sort through all the terrible application muck to find the gems you've been searching for. This is the Daily Appster for April 23rd, 2011. Well, let's get into the free apps. First thing I want to talk about is a universal app called TRUpuzzle. TRUpuzzle, that's TRUpuzzle, but it's all one word, and it's capitalized funny. And TRUpuzzle is a game where you're moving groups of jewels around a board. They're on a track, and you need to get the green jewels over into the green section. In order to do that, you have to move, say, the blue gems, and they're all connected to each other, so it's kind of this train of jewels that you're having to drag around. And there's only so many places they can go, so you have to maneuver them into an area that will allow the green jewels to pass on this track. It is really cool. It starts out easy, and it gets difficult pretty quick, but it's beautiful. It's got a very steampunk look to it, which I totally love. So if you like puzzle games of any variety, try this out, TRUpuzzle. Next app I want to talk about is called Poet. Simple, Poet. This is kind of a get the creative juices flowing app. If you're into poetry, and I'd say mostly simple poetry, this would be for you. You create a little document and you start writing your poetry. And when you get to a point that you can't think of a word that rhymes with the previous part that you wanted it to rhyme with, you can tap rhyme, and then you would select if the first line is going to rhyme with the third line, or if it's just the second line that's going to rhyme with the fourth line. And so you'll put in what type of rhyme it is, and then it'll start giving you suggestions on words that you can put in that section. Gives you a little bit of a leg up, or just gets you thinking about other words, which is always nice when you're, trying to be creative. If you're into poetry, or if you just want to mess around with this, check it out. It's called Poet. Next app I want to talk about is a game. It's universal. It's called Geared 2 with an exclamation point. Geared 2. You've got this one big gear, and inside this gear is a hamster. And the hamster is running. You're trying to get several other gears, blue gears, to turn. In order to do that, you're placing other gears out there. You have a limited number of gears. I'm going to say gears as many times as I can. It's a puzzle game. It's all like kind of doodle style graphics. Another really cool thing about this is that it allows you to edit levels. You can make your own levels and you can submit them, and people can actually download these. You can play any number of user-created levels. Lots of gameplay here. If you're into puzzle games and turning gears and hamsters, check out Geared 2. Next app I want to talk about is called Caligo Chaser. Caligo Chaser. This is a action RPG, and it's pretty in-depth. You start out in the city and you start talking to all these people, you start getting quests, you learn the controls, and you go out and you start beating up monsters. So if you're into RPGs at all where you're, finding new weapons and upgrading your character and beating up monsters and doing quests and just tons of items and skills and junk like I am, then go ahead and grab Caligo Chaser. This is going to be for you. The last app I want to talk about is called Convertr. Convertr, and it's Convertr without the E. And it says it's free only for a very limited time, so I'm not exactly sure how long this is going to be free, but do yourself a favor, go ahead and grab this. You've probably already guessed what it does. It converts one unit of measurement to another. We all need this done at some point or another. You need to know, centimeters to feet and how many tablespoons are in a liter. These are all things we need to know at some point. And there's a lot of apps out there that do this, but what's great about this is A, it's free, and B, this is the best conversion app I've ever seen. It's real easy, it's real slick, and it's really fast, and it looks like a little calculator, but the buttons are big, it's real simple, it's easy. Grab this. That's Convertr with no E. That brings us to the always free section of the show. This is where I talk about an app that is always free, and today I'm going to talk about Lose It. Lose It. This is a really great app if you're trying to either lose weight or if you're trying to just maintain your weight, or if you just want to be, a bit health conscious. This is an application that allows you to log all of your calorie intake for the day. You're able to see how your exercise affects what you're able to eat. You'll put in your weight, you'll put in your target weight, and you'll say how long you're wanting to give yourself to get to that goal. It'll say how many calories you should be eating on a daily basis. You'll have cereal in the morning, or you'll have, an egg sandwich, or whatever it is, and you'll put that in, and it'll say, oh, wow, that was 550 calories. Maybe I ought to reconsider that. You'll get to the end of the day, and you'll see this graph of what you were eating. As the days go on, you can continue to input your actual weight, and you can continue to put in what you're eating, and it just kind of keeps you honest with yourself. You know what you're doing, and when you're conscious of what you're eating and how many calories that what you're eating has, well, then that's just a natural suppressant right there as well. It's a great app. Check it out. Lose it. And I guess this is a good time as any to bring up the fact that I've started a video version of this exact show. It's going to have everything that I'm saying now in it, except that I'm also going to have screenshots from all these apps that I've talked about. Those will be playing in the background as I'm speaking. It's in iTunes now, or you can check it out at thebigskillet.com. It's called The Daily Appster Video. So if that interests you, check that out. If you want to keep doing the audio, well, that's not going to change. So check that out if you are interested. I'd like to thank Mom3674. This is the only podcast I religiously listen to every night, and now he's gone and done a video version. The screenshots help so much in making sure you are getting exactly the app James is recommending. I'm not even a gaming app person, but James mixes in a little of everything, and I'm addicted. My new nightly ritual after putting my daughter to bed is hanging out on my porch with James and a good drink. Thanks, James, for some quality me time. Keep up the good work. Well, I'm glad you're liking the video version. This is exactly what I was hoping to do, and I like James and a good drink as well. So thank you very much, Mom3674. I appreciate those reviews very much. You can follow the show and find links to all the apps I've talked about at thebigskillet.com. If you'd like to email me for any reason at all, you can do that at thedailyapster@gmail.com, and I'm on Twitter at twitter.com/thedailyapster. Thanks to iCactus for the opening and closing music. Until next time, enjoy your free apps.